Welcome to this episode where we address the most stressful bottleneck in corporate global mobility, which is the agonizing silence you experience after submitting a work permit application to the Norwegian Directorate of Immigration, or UDI. You have successfully navigated a rigorous global recruitment process. Your top choice international candidate has signed the employment contract, and your internal team are eagerly awaiting their arrival to kick off a critical project. I am Erik Christensen from the NLS Norway Relocation Group, and I need to share a harsh reality with corporate HR departments. A signed contract means absolutely nothing if the immigration paperwork is flawed. When a skilled worker visa application is delayed, it is rarely due to a random bureaucratic slowdown. Instead, it is almost always the result of three specific, highly preventable mistakes that trigger UDI caseworkers to pause the process, demanding additional documentation and push your star hire to the very back of the processing queue. The first and most common reason UDI is delaying your employee's visa is a fundamental failure in document compliance, specifically regarding apostilles and certified translations. UDI operates with extreme precision and absolute legal rigidity, meaning they do not accept casual photocopies, self-translated diplomas, or unverified marriage certificates. Every critical piece of evidence detailing your candidate's educational background and civil status must often be formally apostilled in their home country to prove its legal authenticity. But more importantly, if these documents are not originally issued in English or a Scandinavian language, they must be translated by recognized official professionals. If your new hire tries to save time by using a basic online translation service or having a bilingual friend translate their university transcripts, UDI will instantly reject the documentation. Securing certified and official translations is a mandatory step that expats frequently misunderstand. And when UDI pauses an application to request these official translations, it can add weeks or even months to your onboarding timeline, while the candidate scrambles to find a certified translator in their home country. The second major reason your star hire's visa is stuck in a limbo is a dangerous misalignment between the official job description and the candidate's formal educational credentials. To qualify for a skilled worker visa in Norway, it is not enough for the candidate to simply be talented or highly experienced. The law strictly dictates that a specific university degree or documented vocational training must be directly relevant to the position they have been offered. This is where HR departments often make a critical error by submitting a generic, standardized corporate job description that fails to clearly articulate the highly specialized nature of the role. If UDI looks at the job description and decides that a master's degree in software engineering is not strictly necessary for the duties outlined, or if the candidate's degree is in a slightly different field like physics or advanced mathematics, the caseworker will halt the application to question the competence requirement. You must proactively craft an addendum or a highly tailored offer letter that explicitly connects the candidate's academic coursework to the daily responsibility of the Norwegian role, essentially doing the analytical work for the UDI caseworker before they even have to ask. The third reason your application is facing massive delays relates to the strict Norwegian labor laws protecting wage and working conditions. UDI meticulously reviews every single employment contract to ensure that the foreign hire is being offered a salary and working conditions that perfectly match the standard collective agreement or the normal wage level for that specific industry and location in Norway. If your HR team submits a contract that fails to clearly state the exact number of weekly working hours, omits the mandatory overtime compensation clauses, or offer a base salary that falls even slightly below the Norwegian industry standard for their level of seniority, UDI will immediately flag the application as non-compliant. They do this to protect the Norwegian labor market from wage dumping, but the resulting delay is devastating for your corporate timeline. Your company will be forced to draft a new legally compliant contract, secure new signatures, and submit the amended documents back into the UDI portal, resetting the entire bureaucratic clock. Managing these three critical failure points, from securing certified legal translations to perfectly aligning the educational competence requirements and auditing the employment contract for strict labor compliance, requires profound attention to detailed and dedicated legal support. When your internal HR team attempts to navigate this unforgiving system alone, they are forced to act as amateur immigration lawyers, wasting countless hours interpreting complex UDI guidelines while your critical corporate projects stall. By partnering with specialists to provide dedicated immigration and visa assistance alongside legal and compliance support, you ensure that every application is flawlessly assembled, legally bulletproof, and ready for rapid approval from the moment it is submitted. For those who need help with relocation to Norway, they can go to our website NLS Norway Relocation.no, NLS Norway Relocation.no.